Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. This is Leaving Scientology by Louis Repetto. This is going to be another Scientology auditing video. Hopefully you can hear me this time in the very beginning. And I'm going to be doing, in the next few minutes, I'm going to be doing an auditing session. And I'm going to be acting as the auditor and the preclear at the same time. I'm going to be switching the modes. This is the preclear mode. This is the auditor mode. So I'll try to look over here so that it looks like I'm looking at the e-meter when I'm asking questions. And at the end, I'll answer any questions if anyone does have any questions. All right. So as per usual, the very first thing we do in a session, before a session, is we have a session instructions. All right. So for this session, the session instructions are step 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is the question that is the on step 3, which is recheck. This is a type of confessional. And the question is, do you have an evil purpose against David Miscavige? All right. As you can see, these are my cans that I'm holding. All right, I'm going to begin the session soon. All right. We're not going to do the beginning steps of the session. We're just going to go from this is the session to the end of session. All right. So I have the preclear on the cans. All right. All right, here we go. All right. I'm not auditing you. Wait a minute. I thought you said that this was going to be a confessional session. I didn't know that we were not going to be doing any not auditing. I understand that, but in our last session, as it has come up, we need to talk about some things outside of auditing. And I think you know what we're talking about here. And when I address this, you will be able to answer. Okay. All right. This is the session. Do you have an upset with anyone or anything? Do you have a... Oh, there it goes. Do you have a present time problem? What the hell just happened there? Okay. I have to pause here. This is not the session. Pause. I'm going to have to edit this out. Okay, what the heck just happened? Why am I not also seeing... Preclear auditor. This is saying audit. This is saying preclear. I have to use multiple cameras on this, and there's something going on with this. So, all right. So this is saying preclear for some reason. Okay. Paste. Auditing. Yeah, we lost the auditor camera angle. Selena, thank you. It's just silly. This is so silly. This should, all right, here we go. I don't know what happened exactly. Okay. It's the ghost of L. Ron Hubbard. totally pulled that in. Okay. All right. Let's just start from the beginning, for crying out loud. All right. Since I didn't really even do anything yet. Okay. Auditor, Preclear. Auditor, Preclear. Auditor, Preclear. All right. This is the session. Do you have an upset with anyone or anything? Do you have a problem? I feel like I kind of do have a problem now. I mean, we're going to be doing a confessional, and there's you're not auditing me, which is you're going to report whatever I say, and you're going to send it to the ethics officer, and I feel a little bit worried about that. I understand. Is there an earlier similar problem? Well, yeah, like 4 years ago, I was really worried about getting in trouble with the ethics officer, and I was just like, I don't know, it's not really not that big a deal. If anything does come up, I'll just take it up with the ethics officer. It's all right, I can handle it. All right, your needle is floating. Now we are going to handle the next step of your auditing program. I'm going to check an evil purpose question. Do you have an evil purpose against David Miscavige? On the question, do you have an evil purpose against David Miscavige? Has anything been suppressed? On the question, do you have an evil purpose against David Miscavige? Has anything been invalidated? On the question, do you have an evil purpose against David Miscavige? Has anything been misunderstood? On the question, do you have an evil purpose against David Miscavige? Is there anything you've been careful of? On the question, do you have an evil purpose against David Miscavige? Has anything been nearly found out? On the question, do you have an evil purpose against David Miscavige? Is there anything you failed to reveal? No, I don't have an evil purpose against David Miscavige. I think he's great. I mean, I love David Miscavige. He's awesome. I understand. Is there anything that you thought of when I asked the question? Did anything come to mind? I want you to take a real hard look and see if there's anything that you're thinking about on this question. I'll repeat the command. Do you have an evil purpose against David Miscavige? What is that right there? What are you thinking about right there? Is there something you're hiding on this question? What's that? What are you thinking about right there? Come on now, you can tell me. Is there something there you're withholding about this? Let's see if we can dig up this evil purpose that you have on David Miscavige. Come on now. What's that right there? What's that? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what my evil purpose is on David Miscavige. I swear I don't have any evil purposes on him. I don't. I understand that. Let's just take a look and see if there are any possible areas that you could have an evil purpose against David Miscavige. Is it in your personal life? Is it something you've done that has been regarding David Miscavige? Is it something to do with Post? Is it something to do with Post? Is there some evil purpose regarding Post with David Miscavige? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. In regards to my post, yes, your post. We're trying to look in this area here. I'll repeat the question. Do you have an evil purpose against David Miscavige? What'd you think of right there? I don't know. I swear I do not have any overts against David Miscavige. I love David Miscavige. He's keeping Scientology working. He's a standard tech guy. He knows everything about the tech. You know, he's awesome. Listen, I totally understand. What we're looking for here is an evil purpose. We're trying to handle this with Scientology auditing so that you can fully be free from this so that we can move on. And then if you want to move up in the levels and get higher up, like if you want to go to the int base, you're going to have to answer these questions so that we can get to the root of this. Okay, I guess so. I guess if we're going to fully handle it, I can look. Okay. You know what? I don't know if this is like directly against David Miscavige or what, but when you did say that thing earlier about the post, I was thinking about how I'm the director of communications, so when I get all the mail that comes in from the outside world and from the real world, and when I get all the posts, the stuff from the outside world, sometimes I see an theta. Like a negative magazine or something. I get that. But what we're interested right now is in what you did right now. We're trying to find out what you did, your harmful action, your evil purpose. Okay, I get it. I just mean that I basically I I saw this magazine, right? And instead of just reporting it and throwing it away, I actually gave it to Jeff. And Jeff, he ended up blowing, and now I heard he's on Facebook and he's attacking David Miscavige. All right. Now, what exactly was in this magazine? Um, it talked about the whole and about it talked about these people at the imp base, and there was like all of these negative things about how David Miscavige was like beating people and stuff. And it was like this whole magazine about it. You know, I had never seen it. I had never heard of it, but I saw it. And I ended up deciding instead of reporting it like how I'm supposed to, I gave it to Jeff. And Jeff was my roommate at the time. And he was like, he a few months later, I saw that he decided to leave. Like he was like on decks and stuff, and he actually ended up blowing. And I recently heard, because I'm the director of communications and I see stuff about this kind of thing, that he's been on Facebook. Jeff has been on Facebook saying how David Miscavige is beating people. And so I feel responsible for that. I feel like I feel like it was my intention to create this effect for David Miscavige by giving this magazine to Jeff. I get that. When was it? This was 2 months ago. Thank you. Where was it? This was in the director of communications office, and then in the room when I gave it to Jeff. All right. Is that all that answer? What more is there to this? What? Come on now. What are you thinking of? Tell me more about this. Well, I was just thinking, like, I know you asked for an evil purpose against Dave Miscavige, and I don't know. I just wanted to kill him. Thank you. Is that all of that answer? Yes. All right. Have you justified that overt? Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know, I mean, I couldn't have possibly done it, to not give it to him. I couldn't have predicted it. Okay. How else did you justify it? Um, I think that's all. All right. Well, let's see if there's any way that you made this okay in your mind. Well, I guess I made it okay because, you know, he's like, you know, David Miscavige, he can take it. He can take the hit, instead of someone like me taking the hit, he can take the hit. I get it. How else you justify it? That's all. Thank you. Who missed it? Who nearly found out about it? Well, David Miscavige did. Thank you. What did David Miscavige do to make you wonder whether or not he knew? Well, he when he was at the office the other day, he looked at me. Thank you. How else did David Miscavige miss it? Well, he when he was walking by me this one time, he was like, he looked at me like I felt like he looked into my soul or something, and I thought for sure he knew, almost found out about it. Like, yes, definitely, I get that. How else did David Miscavige miss it? That's all. Thank you. Who else missed it? Um, my wife missed it. Thank you. What did your wife do to make you wonder whether or not she knew? Well, I don't know, she just kind of like, she was like, that's weird about Jeff, right? And she was like, you guys used to be roommates, and then now all of a sudden he's gone, and like, what was the deal? But she didn't ask me that. I just was wondering if she knew. I got it. How else did your wife miss it? Um, that's all. Thank you. Who else missed it? Um, hmm. Hmm. Let's see who else missed it. Nobody. That's all. Thank you. Is there an earlier similar time you committed a harmful action with an evil purpose against David Miscavige? Oh, an earlier similar time where I did like a similar thing against David Miscavige. Like a year earlier when I was first getting into the org, I was on my estate's project force, and this news reporter came up to me and he asked me who recruited you, and I said, "Well, Dave Miscavige did." Okay, but what is the actual harm here? Like, what is the thing that you actually did that was harmful? I get it. Well, I was only 12. Okay, so what was the harmful action? Oh, I mean, I was 12, and David Miscavige recruited me, and he got my parents to sign off on me, like, getting into the Sea Org, you know? So yeah, I get it. But what is your harmful action? You're done. I want to know what you did that's harmful, not David Miscavige's. I don't care about what David Miscavige did. I want to know what you did. Okay. I don't know. I guess I told the reporter that David Miscavige recruited me, and I was like, I don't know. Um, they asked me if I wanted to be here, and I said, well, I wanted to be in school. Got it. So you lied to the reporter. Yeah, I guess I lied, and that probably harmed David Miscavige in some way. All right. When was it? This was about a year earlier. Thank you. Where was it? I was outside on L. Ron Hubbard Way. Okay. Is that all of that answer? Yes. Thank you. hmm Your needle's floating. Who missed it? Um, Ooh. John missed it. John missed it, yeah. Thank you. What did John do to make you wonder whether or not he knew? I don't know. I mean, he just sort of looked at me and I was wondering about it. Okay. How else did John miss it? He looked at me. Thank you. How else did he miss it? He walked by me. Thank you. How else did he miss it? That's all. Thank you. Who else missed it? That's it. All right. Your needle is floating. Yeah, I feel good about that now. Okay. Was there some evil purpose or destructive intention that prompted you to commit that overt? No, I don't have an evil purpose. I got it. I'll repeat the command. Was there some evil purpose or destructive intention that prompted you to commit that overt? I don't know. I guess I don't know. I guess to kill him. All right. We're going to run that. Okay. Was there a confusion that occurred just before you had the purpose to kill him? I don't know. I'm just not really sure. I don't think so. Okay. All right, I get it. Well, let's just look up what the definition of confusion is. Got to get my book here. Okay. Okay, so based on that, it's like any time where I was disturbed in my mind and I didn't really know what was happening, and there was like random motion happening all the time. Got it. Was there a confusion just before you had the purpose to kill him? You know what? There was actually. Just before that, when I was on the estates project force, like that same day, just before that happened, where I committed this harmful act with the reporter, what was it now? Gosh, you know what happened? The oh my gosh, the estates project force in charge, he was yelling in my face. He was telling me how awful I was and how I was such a terrible person, and I was just so confused. And that's why I went out there and I told that reporter those negative things about David Miscavige. But I don't feel like I have that evil purpose anymore. It is totally gone. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I love Scientology. Got it. Your needle is floating. Yeah, wow. I feel so good now. All right. Your needle continues to float. That's all we're going to do in this session. End of session. All right. Gonna go to this. Gonna go to the full screen here. Maybe switch who I am. Okay, cool. Go back to the comments. All right, sorry that was a little longer. I'm going to pull up all these comments because there's not very many, but it's a lot for me. We lost the auditor camera angle. Yes, we fixed that. Selena, it's the BTs. Yes, the body thetans. Victoria, this is crazy. Is this done to children also? Yes, precisely. That is why I'm showing this. This is the exact same thing that adults get, that children get. Cajun Juju, children too. Power to lies, to paralyze. Excellent demo. Thank you. Victoria, how often and how long does it last? Well, each level is different. So I'm going to say 25 hours per level. There's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grades, and then another 100 hours of Dianetics until you go clear. Then you have to do about 60 hours of false purpose rundown on your OT preparations. Then each OT operating Thetan level works the exact same way as this, except for it's all telepathic. They're doing this exact thing, except for they're talking to themselves doing it. But they're asking for these Thetans that are stuck to them in the solo parts. I can do one of those, but I'm not up to that yet. I mean, I'm demoing things. Cajun, I heard about this from Serge Delmar. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Power lies to paralyze. Cajun, Juju, yes. Oh, Zelky, there's something creepy about the flatness of the auditor. I agree. Power to lies. Yes. Rebelline M. This is fascinating and scary. I can't believe they interrogate children like this. Exactly. Zelky, so what happens to the Preclear based on that session? Thanks for the excellent demo. Mastiff Mom. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Missy. I'm just trying to stay in the camera scene. Well, so what happens with the Preclear based on that session? That on the session we just had today, a report would be written of exactly every single detail, and I would go to I would send the person with the report to the ethics officer, and they would see the ethics officer, master at arms, would see the Preclear regards to the report and be like, you need to do fucking lower conditions because you're out ethics. And I'm like, yeah, I'm out ethics. I'm making attackers for the Church of Scientology, the Preclear, you know. So I wanted to just end this video pretty quick, you know, just to keep it short. And thanks for watching. Maybe we'll do like a question and answer more on this kind of thing. What exactly all the parts are and things like that. But I feel like don't get mired down into the technical details. Just see, this is what it is. This is what everyone's talking about when they say, oh, I got auditing or this or that. You know, they audit you, you know, all this stuff. This is what it is. This is exactly what it is. I'm doing this almost word for word. You know, I'm making some of the commands a little bit easier to understand than trying to use a bunch of Scientology technical words. But yeah, I definitely want to. Zelky, great job. Thanks. I definitely want to get an Everin on here and go through like what this is. I'm not going to be able to explain every single step. But I will be able to say, like, do you see how everything leads to these confessionals? Every session, no matter how innocuous the session seems, you know, they're only talking about communication or whatever. Well, that could also lead to these little confessional interrogation steps. Anyways, I think it's kind of interesting. I'm going to keep doing them. There's more. This is one thing I don't have to have a script for. I can just do it by heart because I train tons of people on how to do this, and I've done it for thousands of hours on other people, and I've received, you know, several hundred hours of auditing. There are many different types of auditing. There's not only confessionals, but they all surround around this withhold pulling aspect of it. All right, I'm almost 30 minutes. Probably going to edit out the beginning where I'm kind of messed up. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment in the replay, please. It helps a lot.